let's get into it. The intro of this song, let me explain to you what's going on here. So that's all D major 7. Why? It's the 5 to the 5, 1 major 7, back to the 5. So that's the sound that's going on. But what is happening, what I would capture if I was the guitar, is this pattern that's going chromatic here. Listen. And you want to start at the 17th fret, the B note here. And you want to be palm muted here, so the note is not ringing out. And then the next rotation down it goes, it starts right back at the top again. So it's top to bottom, bottom to top, top to bottom, top to bottom. That is what is going on here. I'll try to play along with it and get it as close as possible. From the top again. So roughly something like that. Top, bottom, bottom, top, top, bottom, top, bottom. And keeping a movement like. The delay is going to help you tremendously. Just get some type of slap back. You'll hear it. Moving along. So, what I did there was this riff right here. All third intervals are highlighted there. This is a fourth interval. So let me explain. D major interval, C sharp minor interval, D major interval, C sharp minor interval, B minor interval. Okay? That's the major third. That's a minor third interval. The Georgia interval, right? Georgia. And another Georgia interval, the minor third, the B minor. Now there's our fourth interval, the E and the A. Okay? And then repeats. Da, 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 blah, blah. And that is what you see over here. When it gets to the 8th there, this starts all minor third movements. Minor third up, minor third up, minor third down, minor third down, okay? But all minor third intervals. Okay? Play along with it one more time. The only thing that's happening there at the end there, when I come around the second rotation, I'm going into the D here, an E-shaped D. And I'm basically catching the 1 and 5. Sometimes I grab the 3. But the hammer on is to this, or not necessarily hammer on, I'm hitting it as well. To the B, which is the 6th degree of D. And then here we're doing D7. It's going to be 10, 11, 10. And then the 13th fret there, which is the C note on the B string, which is your flat 7. Okay? Now we go into our verse here. I have a little rhythm here for you to give you an idea of what kind of the keyboard and the hi-hats are doing. But there is no guitar at this part. But here is kind of what it sounds like. So if you're gonna play rhythm guitar in the song, you kind of want to have a feel like that and sped up to speed. But moving over these chords here. So it's a 2-5-1 progression. E minor, A13, D major 7. So it's the 2 is the E minor, the A13 and the A7 sharp 5 are the 5 chord, and the D major 9 is the 1. So you're voicing for the E minor, 9, you can play it like that, or like that. I like it more this way because it has the minor third there. Or here, the 5th is there. It's not the same sound. But the F sharp is on top, and that's the 9, right? So on the next chord, then the 5 chord, the A13, the F sharp is still on top. Now it's the 13 in relation to A. And then we're basically flattening that 13. Guitar Pro calls it a A7 sharp 5 though. A7 sharp 5, A flat 13, it's all the same thing. And then your 1 chord, your D major 9. Then we're going to the 6. Kind of a slight modal interchange there, or key change. Because we're at the, it's doing I would look at it more as a secondary dominant, right? This is the 5 of, it's the 5 of 2 in the key of D, because what's the 2 in key of D? The E minor. What's E's 5? B. Let's make that dominant. And that's what we have there. So the progression, 2, 5, another version of 5, 1, 6 in relation to D, but it's a 5 of 2 movement, secondary dominant, and that is what the B7 is doing there. I see you walking down I see you coming. So what is that climb? Let me show you. That climb is right here, labeled the forced climb. I could also get it here, 7799, 7799, 77. But then I would be left to get that E minor 9 like that. I like to get it like this, hence why I come up to get into it. And notice here, it's doing a little slight change in this progression here at the second part of the verse. So we're doing an E minor 9 to D sharp diminished 7, D major 7, C diminished 7, okay? Also note that the C diminished 7 and the D sharp diminished 7 have the same chords in it, as do the F sharp diminished 7 and an A diminished 7. And I didn't mean chords, I meant notes. Okay, so that's what's going on there. And then we're going to this G major 7 to B major 7, F sharp minor 7 to B altered. So it's gonna be a. But I like to play this over here, and I'm gonna show you what I mean. So for the G major 7. So for the G major 7, what the horn's doing is all chromatic movement from the major 7 to the 5. Right, and then we're getting to the B flat major 7. Same movement, but starting on the G. So in relation to the B flat, the 13 to the 11. And then when we get to the F sharp minor 7, it does the same movement off of the A. So in relation to the F sharp, it is the minor third to the major 7 there. And that's what takes us to that altered dominant 7 chord. Second verse is identical, except so here's the second verse. What I would do here on guitar is come in with that intro riff again, but be palm muted on it and try to sound like that marimba or vibraphone. I don't know what it is. It's something with mallets hitting. And everything she said, she lied. I met her morning, noon, and night. So this part of the song there, what's happening is the F sharp is pedaling on top. What do I mean pedaling? It keeps repeating. But it's the same chords. It's still the E minor 9, 13, flat 13, major 9, 1 chord. But instead of the B flat set, the B7, it's doing the C diminished 7. So it's the same shape as a B7. We're just putting the C in the bass there. You can catch it there. You can catch it here. Okay. What's important is that the F sharp is on top here. Okay, so that's what's different in the second verse and how I would approach it with playing against it. Maybe that first run around you loop that rhythm. You know what I mean? So, moving along here. And then we do the climb here again. Minute 7. So what was that? It's over an A. So it's 1, 1, 13. Dun, 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 dun. Or if you want to play it in the proper register. The way I would do it is like this. I sustain this after I get the... or stay in this register. And what's its relation to A? 1, 9, 5, 13, 11, 5, 1. And at the end of that, it takes us to that main riff again, right? And then, to my favorite part of the song, the solo. So that is the solo, right? Over the same progression. Now I'm going to teach you what I'm doing, and I'm going to just play it very slowly. So over the 1 here, it's hammering on the major 3rd there, the F sharp. Okay, and then we get to the, and then over the D major 7, it's going to be doing. Now remember, there's slowdown features in all these videos on all platforms. So if it's, you don't know what I'm playing, you slow it down, you'll get it. And that's just outlining the D major 7. 7, 1, 9, 7, 5, 3. And that's when we're at the B there. It's doing the 9 to the 1 of the B. So all these movements are related to the chords that are going on. That's the 11. That's the third of the D major 7. The F sharp there. That covers the B part, and then we're back to the 1 chord again. And then so that's 3, 1, 5. When the A's introduced, C, B, A, G, F. And this line I love because why the B7 is happening, it's doing this. The 5, flat 13, flat 7 to the major 7, and it hangs there in that major 7. It's not using it as a passing tone. To the 9. Back to the 5 there. So I find that amazing that over a D7 type of B7 sound, that major 7 is, I know it sounds terrible because here, let me take this off. What I love about that is over this sound right here. That's a B flat. That's the major 7 of the B dominant 7 that we're doing. And it works. So just thought I'd show you that. So the D major 7, A, excuse me, E minor 9, E minor 9, D sharp diminished, D major 7, C diminished. So it's going then chromatic from E to G. When you get to the G, to the A, to the F sharp, and that's really quick, that there. If it's even there, I'm not sure. I throw that in myself, okay? Then it closes out with this line. These fifths movements. Sharp 5. Then chromatic. Then it's going to be 17, 19, 17, and then you chromatic your way back down to a G sharp. I catch it in this register. And then on top, the 9. If you're using a slide, you could have done that solo with a slide too as well. And if you're going to use a slide, just come out like this. So you have options there. So that's what's going on in that solo. It's a beautiful solo. In fact, I'm going to play along with it one more time. Close enough. And then the ending part there is back to that. One, 1, 13. But that movement is up here. So if you don't want to break this chord that you held out, and you could get the A note in there too, the bottom A, at the same time. And that's a B flat there. How did I get the bass there? I just went that. Back to an A in the bass line again. Then with the A on top. Okay? And then he closes us out with... The ending is just a G minor. Actually, G minor 9. I hear that 9 on top. So 1, flat 3, dominant 7, 9. But you can get away with it like this. Mind you, one instrument is probably doing something completely different than that one where I'm hearing on top. But I like that voice in there. Let's do that one more time, that ending. So here we go. So you have that option of or this way. Something like that, right? Yeah, I definitely like the 9 on top here. All right. So close enough, I think. Ginger root, Loretta.